Hello and good morning. Now, after a long week, it's just right to wrap it all up with our Friday editions.
And on Friday,
Yeah.
somebody's getting set to.
What?
The ladies are looking like they want to go into battle.
Really?
I didn't come battle ready, but
What?
come on, I trust the ladies. They are going to drop it down.
Really?
Danny, what's up? What's happening?
A lot is actually happening. It's a beautiful Friday. Definitely can't wait for the weekend. It's been an amazing week. So yeah, looking forward to the weekend. Good morning, guys.
Hey.
So now the thing with both of you is that you have the color, Titi has the outfit.
Oh, wow.
So if they combine it together,
Uh-uh.
battle. But hey, come on,
Wow.
it's your numero uno breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah.
It's great to have you this morning. Let's get it rolling. 1 hour, 45 minutes of fun. We have great music. Well, fashion was supposed to be here, but Daddy might have something to say about that.
Yeah,
Daddy, you have
well.
something to say about that?
You know what? It's not easy putting fashion pieces together. So we need to take our time. So we're going to skip this week. But next week, we're going to come with a bang.
Oh, nice one there.
But one thing we can assure you of is that it's game day.
Is
And
it?
Of course, yes.
Is it?
If it's not fashion day, it's game day now.
Is it?
We gotta put so many things in place to make sure that everyone at home is having a great time. And hey, my name is Titilayo Oyinsong.
I'm Mike Mesikeno. The show, if you are on terrestrial, it's the ultra high frequency. The band is 49. And then, of course, if you are digital, it's GOTV.
Yeah, you can also
16.
watch the show. You can watch the show live, actually.
Yeah.
At tvcentertainment.tv. That's our website. And, of course, facebook.com/TVC Connect. No betting field.
I've always said that thing that, someday our kids will be like, oh,
No, don't say
Don't
that.
say
I love Naira Marley.
No, don't
Old
do
school
it.
jams.
No.
And then you know what they'll go like? They'll be like, what are they singing this period? That time. Naira Marley, abracadabra. That's a solid song.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
It will happen.
Stop.
It's nostalgia.
No.
That's what's happening now. I mean, I think about that's what's
Of
happening.
course,
So they'll go back, they'll be like, I don't know what this artist is
I'm
singing
telling
now.
you, exactly.
Maybe that time the artist name will be XIO have to. I'll be like, I don't know. Where are people like Naira Marley those days?
Actually.
So it's going
Wow.
to be that way. But it's nostalgia, yeah. Something I wanted to mention, I saw this and I was like, is there anything, how do I put it now? Okay, yeah, is there anything everybody's known for something. Like, okay, when you are here, this would happen. Or when you are here, something like that will happen. The reason why I mention this is that because of movie stars. I saw this particular, in one of the movies we're talking about today, I saw this particular actor and my expectations from the movie rose because I expect that when this person is here,
Yeah.
it's not going to be crap.
Okay.
But I want to juxtapose it with an interview from Nicolas Cage, where, there was a period when the Con Air period, the face-off period, where anything you saw Nicolas Cage was A.
Yeah.
But then he went to a period where Baba was doing some indie, some very, very low budget crap.
low budget.
I'm telling you. So he came out, you know why he came out? He came out to say that that he made an investment decision that wiped out quite a lot of his money.
Yeah.
So he was
So he had
just
to just
jumping,
take it,
just picking at straws, anything that came his way.
Yeah.
And he was doing anything.
Yeah.
So that's just what brought the question. Like, okay, so what is it that you are involved in? And when they see you, they know that you can expect this particular thing. Is there anything like that for you?
It's actually it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
So a lot of because we MC events.
Okay.
Whenever anyone calls me, for instance, to MC an event, they expect it to be prim and proper. They don't expect me to start twerking on stage or telling dry jokes. That's not what is it. But if I'm trying to imagine if I should do that, what would it mean?
But it depends on what you wear. If you go like this to my event, you will twerk.
No.
If not, you got change that.
No, but then it also means that people expect me to be expensive, whereas my price is not that high now, guys. I don't know. I'm just saying.
There's nothing wrong with it in marketing itself. It's not to if I host your event, but Winnie, what's it about you that once you're there, people maybe know you? Is it fashion sense or something?
I just think, but people expect me to just come correct on all grounds. Yeah, fashion. It might not be all over the place, but then again, it just expects a certain level of prim, proper,
like what you wore on
excellence.
Tuesday.
I think
Oh.
excellence.
Was
What
it
I wear
Tuesday or
on
Wednesday?
Tuesday? Oh, it was when...
That's...
yeah.
That's what I was like.
I think, yeah.
Okay, it's going to be a great show this morning.
Yes,
Let's take a look at what the weather will look like for today and the rest of the week. It's the news on a Friday morning on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mike Messikeno. President Bola Tinubu has signed into law the bill on uniform retirement age for judicial officers. With the signing of a constitutional amendment bill, retirement age and pension rights of judicial officers have been effectively brought into uniformity. President Tinubu, in a statement by the State House Director of Information, Abiodun Oladunjoye, pledged that his administration will strengthen the judiciary and empower judicial officers. The bill was the first to be signed by the president since taking the oath of office last month, May 29. The law extends the retirement age of High Court judges and others from 65 to 70 years, while retirement age of justices of the Appeal and Supreme Court is already pegged at 70. The legislation also ensured uniformity in the pension rights of judicial officers of superior courts of record, specified in Section 6(5) of the 1999 Constitution as amended. On May 2nd, the National Assembly directed its clerk, Amos Ojo, to transmit the bill to former President Muhammadu Buhari for assent. Now, proceedings resumed yesterday at the Presidential Election Tribunal, where a Labour Party witness accused the Independent National Electoral Commission of sabotaging the results. Now, under cross-examination by counsels to INEC, President Bola Tinubu and the APC, Mr. Chinwo, a software engineer, said he conducted investigations around the uploading of results to the RF portal by INEC and discovered that there was a deliberate attempt by the electoral umpire to sabotage the process. However, counsel to INEC, A.B. Mahmood, objected to the testimony of the witness, insisted that INEC used the highest level of software security, judging from the documents presented before the court. In like manner, the People's Democratic Party called its subpoenaed witness under cross-examination Friday. Eguma said that as an ad hoc staff, he was able to successfully transmit the results for the senatorial and House of Reps, but could not transmit that of the presidential elections even after repeated attempts. But lead counsel to President Bola Tinubu, Mr. Wole Olanikpekun, directed or objected to the motion for adoption of the PDP's witness submission on grounds that the party didn't list him as part of their witnesses before the tribunal began. And let's go outside Nigeria to the rest of Africa. Fighting continues in the southern part of Sudan's capital, with residents caught in some of the fiercest clashes in nearly 8 weeks of conflict. Residents of southern Khartoum reported clashes on Thursday morning after or near the Yarmouk military complex as Sudanese army and the paramilitary rapid support forces fought to control it. On Wednesday, a huge blaze had engulfed a fuel facility next to the complex, which also contains an arms manufacturing company. The rapid support forces claim to have taken over a warehouse filled with weapons and ammunition, as well as several entry points to the heavily protected compound, while the army used air attacks to repel the advance. Fighting across the 3 cities that make up Sudan's greater capital region has picked up since a shaky 12-day ceasefire between the army and the RSF formally expired on June 3 after repeated violations.
Now, as a premium family breakfast show, we bring only the best to the fore.
It's exactly what it is. The whole experience, we bring it to you on your TV screen. So, hey, come on. It's the second hour. Let's make it happen.
Now, we love it right here. We love you too. This is Wake Up Nigeria, and we have plenty to go around, especially when it comes to food. There are plenty of food.
Will it go around?
It will go around.
Danny, will it go around?
Yes, of course. Chef Aisha, what do you mean? It definitely
will go around.
I
trust her. I
mean,
trust her.
see the chicken in the... please let them see. There's a lot of chicken in the pot.
Yes,
so we're still making white rice and one pot chicken sauce. Yes, it's coming together nicely, and it's gonna be nice.
Fantastic.
All right, looking forward to how all of that will come together. My name is Mike Messikeno.
And I'm Titilaya Oyinson. You can, of course, catch this show live on GOTV. You can also see that on channel 16 and UHF channel 49.
Online, it's tvcentertainment.tv, Facebook at TVC Connect, and YouTube. quite very soon at TVC Entertainment.
Yes, so when it comes to our app, if you don't have it yet, download it on iOS or Android stores. With this app, you can watch us from anywhere you might be.
You know?
Oh, love it, love it, love it.
This song suffered.
You, body and soul, so strong.
It's suffered doing what?
Oh, love it.
Doing what?
Growing up, my God.
Okay, growing
music?
up. I thought you said during
What?
lockdown. So I was wondering what were you using it for during lockdown that you suffered?
Well, that's when they used to write music. They used to actually take paper and biro and be writing it. So now they type music. They don't write it again. They type it.
All right, so yeah.
Chat GPT
I want to
music.
share something from my friend. She traveled out, and I wish I could rush. Let me rush through this. I wish I could read it, but the idea is that she went on this vacation, and solo vacation, where to a place where you don't know, you're with nobody and all that. She met this guy. The guy was just carefree. He said, "I've not worked for 3 years. I've just been traveling the world.
Wow.
And traveling is expensive, you know." And the guy's like, "How do you do it?" And I'm like, "Oh, I just let the universe take control."
I don't understand.
This I just said the universe take control. So they were hanging out. And then they entered into a bus and they came down. As they went to 2-3 places, until I found out that she was the universe.
Wow.
Interesting. She was the one sorting all the bills.
She was the one paying all the bills.
She was the universe. She said, "What?" She said, we went for the first one, I paid the bus fare. We went to this thing, I paid for this one, went for this one. I'm like, wow, it seems I'm the universe. So. I said, okay, universe has decided not to have sense. I'm telling you, it's a thread, and it was so. So she put it up on her Instagram story, and then I sent a message. So from now, I have 1 or 2 nicknames. Her third nickname is Universe.
Wow.
I have 2 nicknames for her. Her third name. So whenever I see her, I just shout Universe.
But
She put it up, and I screamed, grabbed it, and it was so funny.
Now imagine if the guy had been singing like Daniel Bedingfield that we just heard now, singing to her so that she would be his universe.
She won't mind being the
She
universe.
won't mind being the universe for just a little bit longer. Just keep singing.
No,
Yes,
I actually
sir.
want to talk about something you touched on, right? Talking about traveling being expensive.
It is.
Travel is expensive, but then again, to be honest, in Nigeria, it is more expensive compared to. So there was a situation where a friend of mine had to book a ticket, and she actually realized that it was easier for her to book the tickets from over there than book. It was cheaper than booking it from here. Same tickets, but then again, the exchange rates just took it took it to another level. Yeah,
It
so
does.
it's crazy. So they travel a lot.
So that's the thing. So when they say travel the world and all that, I really do want to travel. But like you said, it's something that you really have to have. I have this. There's another friend of mine. This lady. What? I'll just be going through her. As in, she's
timeline.
in Bali today.
Yeah.
She's in Egypt tomorrow.
Yeah.
She's and I'm like,
actually a fun way to live if you're earning money from it.
Some people actually
people are earning
earn
money from
to
this.
travel.
But it's not about
blogging.
earning. She's doing. This one is not blogging.
Are you sure?
It's fun. I know her now. And I look at her, she is having an experience for herself. She has the finances, she has the means. She's married, of course. Most of the time she's with her husband and her kids. But then the other times she goes along with the girls and all of that. And I'm like, I'm envious in a good way. I'm envious in a good way. And I'm like, oh, wow. I know it's quite expensive. I mean, she was just giving you skyline, horizon photos and all that. I'm like, wow.
That's actually living. That's actually living. You know, not just
experiences I can
Come
never
on, man.
take away
Let's
from
travel.
Yeah, but when
Be
you're
my universe.
but you have to be very careful when you're traveling. Also, make sure you understand the weather of the place that you're going to. Do your research so you know what to wear. Speaking of where you're traveling to in Nigeria, let's show you what the weather is like.
No follow.
Okay, welcome back into the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. It's still our Amazing Friday edition, and I still have Chef Aisha here. And amazingly, we're done. We're literally done cooking. That's why I love this meal, because it's really quick to put together. I mean, especially when you have a really restful weekend and you don't want anything stressing you. Do you understand? Just have all your ingredients. And I'll see what that looks like, of course. Ooh, lovely. So it looks it reminds me of chicken curry. Right, chicken curry sauce. So now tell me exactly, from top to bottom, what exactly we did to get to this point.
We added a marinated chicken to the pot. I added water, allow it to cook. Then I added the carrot first. You know, it's very hard vegetable.
Yes.
Then I added potatoes. And I had dash of soya sauce and soya oil. Then the last one was the pepper.
Okay, amazing. And it's also very healthy because we didn't fry anything.
Just
we boiled
water.
it. We just water, and then healthy. Soy
Spices,
oil, healthy spices as well, and of course our all-purpose and our pepper soup spice. So I mean, everything looks and it smells really nice in here right now. While our white rice is right there in the pot and boiling. So in case you're just joining us, we made 1 pot chicken sauce and with a side of rice, right? Probably run through the ingredients, yes. Run the ingredients. Do we have that on the screen? Oh, no, we don't have it. Okay, so now let's give them the ingredients.
Okay, Chef? We have our chicken, we have our diced carrots, we have Irish potatoes, onions, Irish springs, we have the Mia spice, that's the multi-purpose, pepper soup mix, then soya sauce, soya oil. That's all.
That's all.
And our chicken.
And it's ready.
Yes.
Amazing.
And pepper, different colors of
bell peppers as well. So now the amazing thing about it, we can add whatever other vegetables we want.
As you
like, right? That's amazing about cooking. It's art, so definitely go all out and then do anything that actually makes you happy, all right? When we come back, it's gonna be served right here, but right now, let's go on a quick break, and when we come back, we still have games, so stick around.
Wow. Okay, it's time for us to take a quick look at what's happening on the covers of the dailies. And when I say we, it's because Mike Mesikeno is here on the couch with me. Yes. And it's quite a few headlines to talk about here. On the cover of the Punch, for instance, it says here, National Assembly leadership, Tinubu's meeting with lawmakers fails to resolve zoning crisis. President called for zoning, but failed to name anointed aspirants, according to sources. It also says here, top left, reps step down 543 billion naira judgment debt payment. President signs bill on judges' retirement age. And I thought that was an interesting one as well. It says here, on subsidy, NMPCL failed to remit over 8 trillion naira, says RMFAC. And what else do we have here? Nigeria Air, Ariwa Group demands Sirika's arrest. That's what we have on the cover of the book.
Yeah, quite a few I would want to take a look at now. Yes, National Assembly leadership. Now, that has been going for a while. Yeah. And based on the sources that we have here, the president has failed to name anointed aspirants at this point, even though there are names that are being thrown around.
Yeah,
there's the name of the former governor of Akwa Ibom State, Senator Godswill Akpabio. That is one name that has been prominent, even from some sources that have been said to be, legitimate. But we are still waiting to see how all of that plays out. Sure. The assembly, 10th Assembly is just kicking in, and like as much as what the president is doing with the judiciary, the legislature is also a major thing that he has to. They sent a bill to him, yes, which is signed, of course, which I would want to move into another one and say that bill is on point. And why do I say so? Because it puts everything on the same level. You cannot have supreme judges or and other parts or other arms of the judiciary return at different ages, 65 and then 70. So it's all about putting them on the same pedestal. Yeah, sure. And moving that all of them go to 70. So that one is cool. And then for the call of the former minister of, Nigeria, Sirika's arrest and all of that, there has to be a probe. There has to be. On Twitter yesterday, we were trending, Nigeria was trending. When we went into wars, I think it was Kenya versus Nigeria and some other battles, and then they just finished. All they said was, you people collected plane and painted and returned it back to Ethiopia. We Nigeria just say, see what Sirika has done. So my point is there has to be a probe. There has to be accountability. Something needs to happen. We can't just sweep it under the carpet.
We have the Daily Sun newspaper with us as well. It says here, INEC explains non-transmission of election results with BVAS. It also says, bottom left here, Makinde, Wike, Autumn, Ekweazu, Ogwai meet Tinubu, seek equity, fairness, and justice. It also says here, El Rufai under fire over viral video. That's what we have on the cover of the Daily Sun. Of course, federal government also declares June 12th a public holiday.
To mark Democracy
Day.
Yeah, talking about, of course, the tribunal, the ongoing case when it comes to Labour Party and, of course, their contest of the election results. I saw them coming with some materials, and I wonder that should those materials not be the property of INEC? Should they be in? Should a party have access to materials as such? So I don't understand if that is really the case, but maybe because of they are trying to investigate and find out all of that. But the point is, it's still ongoing. Sure. And, you know, they are bringing whatever evidence they say they have, and let's hope that the law will take its due course. You know, and then talking about the G5, that's Makinde, Wike, Otto, Mikpeazu, and Ugwai. We know them, of PDP, who had decided that they didn't like the structure, what was going on in the PDP, and decided to ensure, you know, so they met with the president. They've been meeting with the president, especially former governor of River State, Nyesom Wike, and all of that. They met with the president, and consultations are still going on. Let's see. There's something Wike said, which I would love to reiterate here. Politics is done. Elections are done. It's time for governance. Governance is not based on you voted me or not. Governance is about Nigeria. So at this point, it's not a case of what party do I belong to. It's a case of how do we move Nigeria and Nigerians forward.
Very well said, Mike. Let's see if we can quickly go through the Daily Independent here. It does have a similar headline. It says here, Tinubu, on presidential election, Tinubu, APC oppose INEC staff testifying in Atiku's petition. OB seeks order to question INEC on ICT experts used in poll. It also has a story here. At the bottom, court extends order restraining EFCC others from detaining Yari. It says here, Jimo Ibrahim loses appeal to recover assets on freeze bank accounts. And the RMAFC backs Tinubu on subsidy removal, says it's long overdue. We have seen quite a few bodies backing the subsidy removal. And we have seen quite a lot of people come forward to say so now. And of course, it does feel like this particular government has given us a wider window into seeing everything that's happening at Aso Villa right now. We've been made aware of so many different meetings and activities. Meetings and all
that, yes. And that is a little bit, you know, it's surprising on the good side because it's almost like we know what's happening.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the picture story there of the G5. We can see consultations, we can see meetings, we can see, it's almost like we're not in real time. Yeah. And I know I made mention once of having press briefing as often as possible. Yeah. You know, it makes the governed understand the process and know what's happening and all of that. So it's quite a good one, you know, talking about all of that, ensuring that people get to know what is happening. Yeah. You know,
and then of course meeting, people that attend the meetings, photos, videos and all of that. As opposed to not too long ago when we hadn't even. I don't think we had even seen
with the past administration. It was tough. With the past administration, we know that information dissemination was a problem with the last administration. Hopefully, with the way this is going, it looks like it's much better. You know.
We still have the Nation newspaper here with us as well. It says here, Tinubu's parley boosts Akpabio's Abbas's chances. Lawmakers intensify lobbying ahead. Presiding officers' elections. Yari Kalu adamant. It also says here, presidential poll okay, where we served, says Atiku's witnesses. NNPCL withholding 8.4 trillion naira from Federation account, says RMAFC. And telcos accuse big banks of reluctance to pay USSD charges. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, so just one I just want to comment is the withholding of 8.4 trillion from the Federation account and all of that. With the subsidy removal, a lot of this would, we won't see so much of this. I mean, as at that time, you only had the NNPC importing fuel. Now it is an open field. You have marketers who will go to source for, of course, they'll need to do it via dollars. They'll have to source for exchange, source for money. But the point is that it's an open market. And when there's an open market, there's competition. You have competitive prices. Yeah. So if this one is selling, look, you find a way to bring a lower price to ensure that you sell your own more. And competition will make it a better playing field. So with a lot of all these remissions and all of that, the NNPC will not have sole control and monopoly over things that have to do with crude.
So at this point, it'll likely become you picking a particular brand for maybe even their values and maybe other services they're offering.
If they don't offer the service, you can move on.
Yes,
because there will be options.
Exactly. And we know that you have comments and contributions on this as well. Use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Tell us what you think about what's happening on the covers of the papers. Now we are going to find out what's happening in the kitchen with Winfrey.
It is an amazing Friday morning right here in the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. And of course, it's a weekend. So we're definitely going to give you breakfast worth the weekend, right? And standing right here with me, someone who we've missed for so long, we have Chef Aisha. How are you? Where did you run to? What did we do to you? Did we offend you?
Nothing. Just up and down, business, doing trainees, seminars, and everything.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Trainings and seminars are good for growth, so yes. So tell me, what do we have for today?
So I'm going to prepare one pot chicken sauce and with white rice.
Okay, so we have white rice and then one pot chicken sauce. Tell me, what are the ingredients we need for this one pot chicken sauce?
So we have marinated chicken, Irish potato, diced carrots, onions,
spring onions,
yes. Our colors,
bell peppers, our colors, they're really colors.
Then our almighty spice from
Almighty. Oh, yes. Remember, really almighty. So then we have both of them, right?
So that's pepper soup, and
that's pepper soup.
And this is multi-purpose.
Oh, we have pepper soup spice for this, and then all multiple.
Then cornstarch.
Cornstarch, that is to thicken.
So, yes, to thicken
okay, so now tell me, run me through the process. How exactly are we making this?
So onions, I'll do my dry pots, then onions, then afterwards, then I pour the spices, I stir. Then I pour the chicken, marinated already.
Yes.
Then I'll stir it together. Then I will just run it like that, then pour water.
Okay.
Then let it cook.
For the chicken to cook, right?
To cook for a while, then add the carrots, next then the Irish potato.
Yes.
By then our rice should be
ready. You actually were correct. So it's really one pot. So we're just boiling this.
Just like
and
this.
then adding every other thing inside. And then we're thickening with the cornstarch.
No, we are not thinking, we're adding the cornstarch into the
one pot.
So
into the one pot.
Just to thicken the
sauce. The sauce. Okay, amazing. So what did you marinate our chicken with?
With pepper soup mix and the multi-purpose.
Okay, that was all.
Yes, then salt, then onions.
A little bit of salt, a little bit of onion to taste. Did you do that overnight?
Yes, so I run it overnight.
Nice. Okay, that means the chicken is going to definitely be very juicy on the inside. Amazing. Okay, now let's start. Let's see what we're doing first. Nice. So are we using oil at this point?
No, I just want to use the soya sauce and the oil.
Soy sauce?
Just for little flavor. Because that's soya oil, and this is soya oil, and this is soy sauce.
Okay, so you need that now?
No, not now.
Okay, not now. Okay.
I'm starting with the onions.
Oh, with the onions first. All right, amazing. So now this rice, is there a particular rice we're using for this particular dish?
Yes, we can use basmati rice and any long rice, actually. Jasmine rice, basmati rice, but I'm using the regular foreign rice.
Regular foreign rice. All right. Can we use local rice? Might not come out. She said, like you're on with that one. Amazing.
I think it is best just to use basmati.
Yeah. Okay. Amazing. Okay. All-purpose and our pepper spice going in. And nice. Now, let's talk about this potato because, I mean, this is a new addition. I'll say, okay, fine, I'm used to every other thing here being used for rice, but now this potato is a new addition.
Just to give you another diet.
Another diet. Straight to the point, just to give you another diet, right? Nice. Okay, I mean, it's a weekend, and normally we know that rice and stew is usually maybe Sunday lunch, right?
Yes.
And instead of using the normal stew you're used to, you could try something different.
Exactly.
Really healthy because, of course, we have all our vegetables here and all of that. So, yes, of course.
And our spices doesn't have MSG.
It doesn't have MSG. You need to get it. If you don't have this spice, you're on the long thing. So definitely get that. Let's see. That's looking nice in the pot already. Okay. I'm sure this sauce, we can use it to eat something else now, aside rice.
You can use it for your yam.
For your yam, okay.
I can do bread too.
You do bread too. It depends on you, really.
Actually,
depends on what you like to eat. So you can actually.
And mood. You know, good food is good mood.
Good food is good mood. Okay, amazing. All right, in case you're just joining us, we're literally here making one pot chicken sauce and of course white rice, and the ingredients we need for that are right here, and we need a potato, carrots, different bell peppers in colors, red, green, and yellow. And of course, we have our onions, spring onions, and of course, our chicken, which is the star of the dish, right?
Yeah.
Amazing. And then, of course, our all-purpose sauce and our pepper soup spice. Amazing. Okay, so we're going to allow Chef Aisha complete all she needs. What oil is this? This olive oil?
No, soya.
Soy oil. Okay, nice. And then, of course, soy sauce as well. All right. We're going to go on a quick break right now. And when we come back, so much more still happening here. So stick around.
Yeah, welcome back. Now, there's a term that has become more familiar with Nigerians over the past week. The term is carpooling. And there are quite a few people that have decided to carpool. I know that there's a really interesting story Mike wants to share, but I thought we should actually mention what it means so that people would understand what it is, for those that never heard it. It's basically sharing your car journey so that more than one person travels in the same vehicle, meaning that you spend less on fuel, there's less stress on every individual in the car driving, so they share the stress over the week. So if, for instance, there are 5 people in the car, each day of the week, one person drives, and so on and so forth. So these days, there is the money factor.
Because you said there's less stress on the people.
Yes, there's
more
less
stress on the car and more stress on the fuel.
Not really, though. So if each person does actually own a car, that car goes out only once in 5 days.
From that point.
That's from the Oyinbo type of carpool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If all of you stay around one area and then you're going to somewhere, it does make sense because yes, less stress on the car.
Yeah.
If one day it goes out, carries everybody, the remaining days it's just chilling and sitting down.
Exactly.
No, there's this quite very funny story about this particular guy who wasn't carpooling, he was taking his neighbors to work. I saw the thread. He lives in Moe, according to what's the thread. He lives in Moe and he works in Ikeja, somewhere along Bank Anthony. So he picks them, drops at Beggar sometimes, and then takes to Ikeja or somehow. And they're his neighbors, and they don't do anything. So it was all of that before subsidy removal. And then subsidy removal came, and then he bought. He said he still took them while he was using the old stock he bought. But the moment he filled his tank, now a 50-liter tank is nothing less than 24,000. You understand? If you go by 488. So he spent that and filled his tank once, and it was like, took them to us and said, look, you guys have to contribute for me. And they said, no, we are your neighbors now. It's not where you are going. Even if we don't contribute, you still go there now. You understand? You still go there. Does it change anything? You know, you carry empty now. Okay. The next day, Baba left house to house earlier and picked people by the junction and took them to Beggar. And they paid 500 naira. And then so we're now going to Ikeja, and they added 200 naira on top.
Wow.
What? You understand? And then he came back, and then after the neighbors came to negotiate, say, okay, Baba, let's negotiate this money. You can. He said, no, I already have my set of people, because I got their numbers. And then we now connect, oh, hey, how far are you going today? And then we move and all of that.
Yeah.
So they missed a chance.
They played themselves.
You know, they play themselves. They play themselves. You know, and it's all about how people are trying to go around all of this with all of that. You know,
adjusting.
But, that's quite a funny story. But the one that really, got me, thinking, is this safe, was when I saw some generators running with gas.
Oh,
some people have already connected their gas to generators.
Wow.
And then I went to do some research. And I actually found out that it is actually more efficient, safer, more green, and even cheaper to use gas.
Wait. Well, it depends on how it's been connected.
Yes.
So please don't just go out and plug your gas. We did not tell you to do it or wake up Nigeria.
Where do you, even if you want to plug, where do you want to plug it?
That's what I'm saying.
No. Go and plug.
No.
Where do you want to plug it?
Please,
no, the thing is this, the thing is that a generator that uses gas is a different kind of generator.
Okay, fantastic.
You cannot go and use this fuel engine. Where would you want to plug the gas? Where do you want to plug it?
Speaking about correct plugs and doing things the right way, I also came across a video, which I actually shared with you, of someone actually making diesel, PMS, I think, and kerosene.
Actually making their own.
Making it, like locally making it. And I'm like, okay.
How? How exactly?
My dear. I can't.
So making a type of fuel.
We need to be very careful because, so I grew up in the Niger Delta, and then you have quite a lot of cases of refineries, local refineries,
refineries,
bunker oil and gold and all that. So yes, people can locally refine and do all of that, but you have to be very careful. They are not up to international standards. Sometimes you see some brands of drinks and they tell you that it's double filtered, someone tell you it's triple filtered, because they have to go through some processes. With those local refining, they can't go through that kind of process. So the thing you have to be careful about is black market. My friend's car now is locked down because of black market.
Wow.
Went to buy black market because there was no fuel on the road, and Pope, he has to spend over 200,000 to fix his car because he bought black market fuel.
Please,
and it's not like it was cheaper.
It wasn't cheaper, it was more expensive.
That's the funny thing.
More expensive.
So
that's the funny thing. So you do have to be careful.
Yes.
You do have to be careful.
It's really scary.
For that one with the gen, what happens is that they have a special kind of carburetor. You understand? That's the type that can convert natural gas as it were, to power, to generate power. So now the point now in general, and I'm just trying to say is that you cannot do it on your normal gen. Let me just, it's not like you can carry it up your distance. You can't even, do you know where to connect? But it is scientific, people do it, and yes, there are gens like that you can use natural gas.
But just for the sake of, creating alternatives for people, carpooling is actually an interesting idea.
It is.
It is a good idea. If, for instance, you are in a compound where there are like 4 flats, there are probably like 6 cars in the compound, and all of you are basically going to in the same direction, have conversations about it.
You said you did it. What type did you do?
That's very unlikely.
Types.
One of my producers, Halima, I just called them. We're like, okay, hey, let me join you. And the way we can do, because we stay not too far from it, we are like 3 or 4. But the point is that we might work on different days. But if we do work on the same day, what I'm saying is unlikely. It's not improbable. What I mean is unlikely that 6 people in Lagos with 6 cars are going to the same place. It's highly the probability. You understand? I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm just saying that people go to different places.
What about for school runs?
But
maybe your kids are all going to the same school.
Get people around that area. And the question is, would you carpool? In fact, I think that's like a rhetoric question. Because it will help. It will help, especially if people now switch.
Cars.
And we go with you and we go with you.
But then again, let's talk about the one that is more prevalent here in Nigeria, right? Because the truth of the issue, I don't know, from the way I'm seeing it, I don't know if 6 people have cars. I mean, it's an option, yes, but the Nigerian I know and the Nigerians I know, everybody wants to have their car for a reason. They want everybody to know they have the car. So that one is on one side. So I know the one that is more prevalent here is picking people off. Because I know when I used to be in Abuja, I used to drive. And then on my way to work, I literally just randomly pick people going in my direction. Do you understand? So, I mean, I know the neighbors might think, oh, no, you're still going to the same place, just like that and everything. But then again, he's also thinking of his expenses and how he has to generate more money to do that. So, that's the question. So, Mike, now, for instance, you're going
Would I pick people?
Would you pick people?
So,
and would you charge them?
have to be careful. I leave home very early.
Of course.
This is where you have to start. For me now, you have to watch it because we know one chance, a lot of things, robberies and all that could happen. This is my tip for you. Yes, I would, if possible, if I get the right people, I would. Yes, of course. Of course. Collect money, yes. But this is what happens. The way you start in, when you end, you have to look, see, I used to tell you, some places you go to, there's the way you dress and there's the way you walk. There's a kind of song you can put in your car when you're carpooling. Don't be playing songs like all these, don't play Simi. And,
wow.
Play songs like all this Burna Boy, Tiwa Savage. And when they come, they be gigi. When you look at them, you use deep voice.
Strong voice.
Strong voice. And then make sure that you strong voice. So that even if you don't want to
apply to male and female.
Yes, look at the people you are picking. Where you go?
Wow. I'm
just saying, be careful. Don't just go pick anybody ahead.
Really?
If not, you find out you might be trekking the next day.
But I would think if you know some kids in your neighborhood and they're going to school, it might be helpful because transportation for kids as well is getting expensive. It's just some things to look to. While homeschooling is also an option for some people, but it's still a bit far in the future for many.
Very far.
At this point, we're going to be taking a quick break, but we'll be back with so much more on Wake Up Nigeria. Hey, amazing.
Wow. Finally, we're joined by the winner for obvious reasons, of The Voice Nigeria 2023 Season 4.
Yes, so.
Pere Richmond Jason, welcome to Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you so much.
Oh, wow.
It's good to be here.
Wow. I don't even know. Wow.
Where do we start from?
Like a siren right now. Wow.
Okay, so what we just watched now, what episode was that of?
It's the first live show.
Okay, so this was after all the battles
The
and
blind
all the...
auditions, the knockouts, and the battles. Then this
Then
is
the live
like
show.
main competition.
How many were you guys by this time?
I think we were, if I remember correctly, at about 20.
Wow.
20? Yes. Oh, wow. What were auditions like?
Oh, it was tough. It was really tough, you know. You know the way the voice works. You need at least one turn.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, so I had 4.
You had 4 of them.
I can imagine.
You should have more.
Like, seriously, if we could turn from our houses, everybody would turn. But it also says in your profile that you were a voice coach and trainer, and a music director already. So talk to us about how music came to you.
Yeah, I like the fact that you put it that way. Music came to me, something that chose me. I've been singing since I was 4.
Wow.
For as long as I can remember, basically, I've always had like this soft, light voice that is not regular to the masculine gender, and I thought to grow my skill from there.
Yeah.
I had the right musical environment. My father was a musician.
Wow.
Yeah, so there was a lot of support coming from that kind of family.
Amazing. So, I mean, definitely you're a voice coach, but then again, it took you this long to get to this point. So when did you start taking music professionally, and why did you decide to go for the voice?
I've always had a theoretical and professional approach toward music. My dad, you know, like I said before, was a musician, so there were pictures to look at already. I knew that this was what I wanted to do. So pretty much at about the age of 11, 12, I started to read more stuff about music, because I knew that I was going to not just only perform, but I knew I was going to teach people how to sing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so my first competition was, I did audition for Project Fame.
Wow. Okay, how did that go?
I was 16. I was under the age requirement, so
amazing.
I couldn't pull through the next round.
So one thing I did notice that you have a very mature voice. And when I say mature, I'm not talking about in how it sounds. I'm talking about how you build your octaves, how you take your notes back and forth. You do it with experience, right? And then the song that we heard is also a really great song, but also a tough song to sing.
Yes.
So we're trying to explain, you know, how you've been able to build. What's the highest octave you can take?
I can get to the 6th octave. Absolutely, my highest note would be around E6 and F6.
Goodness me. For those...
Which one shatters the glass? Sorry.
Yeah, which one is...
That's really
very high.
But it's not Mariah high.
No, it's
Not Mariah high. But it's Beyonce high. It's Beyonce high.
kind of.
It's good. Oh,
Is it Christina Aguilera high?
Yeah, in that league.
in that range? Amazing. Okay, so now, right, before we actually go, let's talk about competition now. You went in, decided to audition, and then you got in, right? And then the situation where you have the judge's turn. So I want to know where your head was at the point you started singing, before they started turning, and then the change in confidence, if any, by the time you had 4 judges turned and then one of them standing.
Okay, usually when going for stuff like this, you don't know what your fate is.
Yeah.
I was asked beforehand, how many turns are you expecting? And I confidently said 4, right?
Yeah.
So, but I was so nervous. It gets to a point where you begin to sing from a place of anxiety. Come on, nobody has turned yet. But what saved me was Niola, my coach eventually, turned at the beginning.
Was that why you picked her? Because she turned first?
No. You know, but in that moment, I was like, okay, one person has turned. There's absolutely nothing to lose anymore. So I became more relaxed.
Speaking of Neola, I believe, you know, she during the competition, she was, she went off the show for a bit.
Yes.
Okay, so you had to change coaches.
Yes, to Ice Prince.
Okay.
Okay, did that shake, did that disturb your...
It did.
Delivery?
It did at first. We all know that Ice Prince is more into the Nigerian kind of music, and that's not where I shine.
Okay.
So at first, when we heard the news that Niola was going to be replaced because she couldn't be available, I was scared.
Okay.
In fact, that particular week, which was the night I performed If You're Not the One by Daniel Beddy.
Wow.
Okay.
My other colleagues, most of them were doing Nigerian songs. So I was like, oh no. And one of us had to be saved.
Yeah.
off the voting for the next round, and I had to literally pray. I'm like, God, I don't know what you want to do, and I was saved eventually.
Okay, so did that shake you? Of course, you mentioned it shook you. The fact that it shook you, the fact that you were the only one singing something different from the normal Nigerian song. So did you experience that a lot during the course of the competition?
I did. There was a lot of pressure to fit into, because part of what we get to experience are criticisms from people on social media. They're like, oh, he never steps out of his comfort zone, always singing slow songs, But in my headspace, I'm like, this is a platform that gives me the opportunity to show myself to the world. Why do I go there and show somebody else?
Okay, fantastic.
You get
now, your voice, the delicate nature of your voice right now, it reminds me of a young Michael. Have you heard this before?
Yes.
Young Michael Jackson.
Times.
But is this because of the training, or is this deliberate? Are you deliberately training your voice to stay that?
This is my natural texture.
Okay.
Yes, I'm what you would classify in the classical world as a countertenor singer. These are males that are predisposed to sing higher than normal. So that's why my voice is this way.
This is an advantage for you?
Yes.
Definitely is. I mean, he won the voice. So let's talk about do you have any particular diets, or what are foods you need to stay off, or what are things you need to do to preserve your voice?
There are lots of things. For starters, stay away from oil.
Oh.
Right. Yes. It has a way of dampening the fluidity and flexibility of the voice. Sugar. It coats the voice, But do I follow those things? I'll be lying if I say it. It's Nigeria. We don't have, much. Even if we do, you'd need a lot of funds to afford that kind of diet. So.
All right, then. Now we're going to be taking a quick break, and we'll be back. And it would be nice for us to play a game, don't you?
Yes, of course, definitely.
Ooh, we're going to be playing a game with you. It is a singing game. Of course, it's a singing game.
Yes.
Okay, we know our winner already. We need to go on.
Stay with us.
It's not coming out.
It's a good one. It's right out of your mouth.
The mic is not good.
The mic, you know what? I know
The mic is the mic.
What's wrong with the mic? Please, there's nothing wrong with the mic. Well, one thing we can tell you.
You can't bring this guy and I will not do a singing game. How?
Why not?
He was
have our winner already.
Wait.
He was his professional singer. Like I sing. They now bring it to teacher and we feel.
I don't understand. What's that supposed to mean?
Anyways, I'm going to show you here that Titi and Winfrey are talented. And they are gone for this competition.
What's the name of the game? What's the name of the game?
What I'm playing? What's the?
It's called Song Association.
Song Association. Woo! Put your hands together. Now we're going to be using words that people can see around us.
Okay.
We're going to use words that people can see around us, right? So start looking around. Just start looking around.
Hey, goodness.
And start thinking of songs that I can think with the words around. Wake Up Nigeria is not part of it.
That's a whole
You're not going to use Nigeria.
Why not?
You're not going to use that. Okay, let's just do testing.
Okay.
All of you are going to do one song with Nigeria. Just give us two or very, very fast, just sharply. One song with Nigeria. Is there any ticket? Oh yeah, take it.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Nigeria is a land of hope. I am glad to be in the land. That's by
right.
Destiny
Next.
Oh, wow.
Kids.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I sing the song that's in my mind.
Oh, yeah, now.
Jaga. Everything is scatter. Is it not a song?
No.
We will ban you.
Wow.
Yeah, Titi, go.
It's
Let's
made me
go.
laugh.
Let's go.
Nigeria, our fatherland, we can build this nation hand in hand. Let's revive and let's reform. What's the next line? Something, let's restore.
Nigeria,
Kò máa gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́. Torí kò sí kò mìíràn tí a lè lọ.
Who won this round? Let's open vote. Who won the round?
No.
Was it for Pere? If you won the round, say A.
Oh, yeah.
If you won the round, say A. If you won the round, say A.
Ah!
If A won the round, if I won the round, say A. Round one, I don't carry out.
Okay, all right.
So let's go. Round two.
Round two.
This one
You
has
said
to be round
testing,
up.
just not on round two because
Round two, no.
Meg,
I don't want to
you
speak
said
before.
testing.
I do. You want me to speak before? I don't say you, the judge, you are last. You are last. Okay, so Per, I'll just drop the word, and you have 5 seconds.
All right.
Okay, the word is going to be around, so I hope you've looked around.
Oh,
It's going to be somewhere around here.
Hey, goodness. Oh, God. All right.
Okay.
What's the
Your word
word?
is stop.
Ha.
Don't stop believing.
Hey.
Hold up to that feeling.
Oh. Ha.
Because of the winning I won, my voice is now. I know, but Winfrey.
Next.
Winfrey, your word.
Oh, it's not the same word.
Your word.
Same
No, it's not the
word,
same
same
word. No,
word.
it's not the same word. Why?
Different word.
Winfrey, your word. This was very easy.
All right.
It's just right behind you. Your word is heart.
Heart?
My heart.
Okay, Titi, your word.
At least carry over
Titi,
the
this is going
word
to be
now.
easy. It's directly behind you.
Ha.
The word, as a Jesus baby,
Ha.
the word is faith.
Faith. Hey, oh, goodness me. Why? Why did you do this?
Please give Mike a word.
You have failed.
All right, go.
He'll give you a word, Mike. That's true.
You want to give me a word?
Yes.
No, that's someone outside.
No. Give,
I know it's the,
somebody has to give you a
Let
word.
somebody outside.
has
Yeah.
to give you a
Let
word,
somebody.
Mike.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
give me a word.
Okay, let's see.
What?
Your word is Jason, be nice. Your word is experience.
Experience.
Experience the imagination. Oh. You know that song? You know that song? Yeah, this is what we did. Experience the imagination.
Yes. Wow. Yeah. No wahala.
Let me put you
No,
on
no,
transfer.
no need for Google. It's fine. It's fine.
So, okay,
We're
so who won round two? Your
I
12
think
are 0. Minus.
you threw me off.
Contested. So,
My mind was not there.
1-1. Final round. Me versus Jason.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
You 12 are not competing again.
Wow.
It's me versus Jason. Oh yeah, you people give
Let's give
Jason.
the words.
Yes,
All
you
right.
people, both of you give the one because now we are going to finals. Me
right.
and him.
How about we make it tougher?
What?
Right? Both of us one word.
One word.
First to sing.
Oh, yeah, now.
First
We
to
got
sing.
it.
Okay. One word first to
All
sing,
the
right?
No. Man, that,
Oh, yeah. Are you ready? Are you
Are
guys
you
ready?
Do you have a word?
I have a word.
Okay.
Let's go. Light.
Light of the world, you step down into darkness. Open my eyes, let me see.
That was
I don't think
confusing.
that's a song. By who?
Flower.
light up my word now.
Flower.
Flower.
Wait, we're finished. One round.
Because you flower.
No, he said light. I sang the song. But I'm ashamed of two of you. But very nice one. All right, so we take the time. When we get back, we will be in the kitchen.
Amazing Friday in the Wake Up Nigerian neighborhood. And we have Jason here. Oh my gosh, he's the winner of the Voice. Yes, I know him. Yes, I do. And thank you so much.
Today.
Yeah, wow.
Anyways, welcome into the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. I have Chef Aisha here, and she's put together this amazing sauce. It's a one-pot chicken sauce and rice. We would love for you to try it and let us know what you think about it. Hopefully, it doesn't affect your voice.
Oh.
It doesn't have oil in it, so it's healthy. It's all healthy. It's all
I've always wanted to be in a food tasting something.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Is that your real
Right.
voice?
Yes.
Sometimes.
It is his real
I
voice.
did not begin
Okay.
with that.
I'm supposed to mix it all up, right?
Yes.
Just have a taste. Tell us what.
Oh my God, this is nice.
Oh my God! Daddy, you have to touch your voice before you said that. You touched his voice box.
This is really
Before he
good.
spoke. Are you good though?
Let me see.
Yeah?
Does it make you sing?
Oh.
It's both. Are you safe?
Okay, fantastic. So Chef Aisha,
Amazing.
well done.
Thank you so much.
Well done, Chef Aisha. It's been a wonderful time. Thank you so much for coming. And wishing you the best.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, it's been a wonderful week. We will see you next week. But don't forget, tomorrow, Saturday, 11 a.m. Beautiful game.
Yes,
Bye-bye.
sir.